Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you everybody for coming in so early. It is good to be back. We're looking at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Some of you know the creator behind this channel as Jennifer Angel, who came into the Superchat family just blazing with impact, generosity, energy, and engagement a few months ago. So with a slight name change here, we've got Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve with 159 subscribers. And this is a channel that comes to us from the homesteading community and genre of channels, but they actually bring us a little bit more, a lot of outdoor content, but a lot of almost country living is more how I might describe this channel, but there's a lot of variety there. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. When you get there, there's more information on the About page, of course. Jennifer Angel behind this channel is just a powerhouse of energy, positivity, motivation, and engagement. And, when you engage true conversation in any live chat, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, you're really doing a great service for any host because you're sending true engagement signals into the algorithm. So I hope everybody will connect with this channel right now. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to the 200 subscribers we know they're thinking about, but I'd love for you to see that kind of support coming back to you as well. Michael's Adventure sends his regards. He is one of our beloved and dedicated moderators, and just due to a work schedule, he can't be here every day, but always make sure that I remember to give his regards to everybody who joins us, and he will likely be back tomorrow. So again, thank you everybody for coming in. Again, Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is our featured channel for today. We feature a different channel every single day across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. And we do that so that you have well over 300 opportunities to meet generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here on the Superchat channel, even when we're not live streaming. So I've got the Wheel of Doom ready to go with a handful of names already. When we get that work down to about 5 or 6, I'll start adding some names from our chat list. But we are looking right now at a lot of creators who've come in early. I see that Rambling with the Brums just actually walked in the door. And it was funny, I was on Procrastination Thursday the other day, and Scott started late. And I can't imagine how many messages he must have got on Instagram and in the background from creators. I think Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead, the mod father, had said that he reached out to him as well, doing a little pulse check there to make sure that all is good, but it was. So I was happy to make that. It rained for us on Thursday. I'm not always able to be on a computer during the day, but I was lucky to catch my Canadian friend. So I Am Betty J Gathers is also on the wheel. Chris and Larry Homestead, who have just thousands and thousands of subscribers. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is in the house. That's Tracy and Phoebe. Chris's Clever Craft, of course, is a great friend and has been for a very long time. The Weightlifting Geek actually is here with memberships on 2 different channels, and we're going to catch up with the chat in a second. Annabelle TV, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is here as a moderator and a member. Woman Outdoors is in the house. Scratch and Pete PA and Hilda DC are 2 of our beloved and dedicated moderators, so of course are on the wheel. I see that Emotion has walked in the door. I'm going to put Emotion New Soul on the wheel because when we look for that channel, we've got to go a little bit farther with the search results. We've got a lot more channels here in the chat, and I'm going to try to catch up on some of the action I know I've been missing here. The Weightlifting Geek, my goodness, dropped a super chat on us here, and I feel like I missed something in the chat. Pardon me while I scroll back. I'm going to do some more introductions in a second. The Gaming Ham actually dropped a super chat on us first there. Thank you for that extra generous support to get us started for today. The Gaming Ham has done that many times. We're going to make that channel the next one that we look at right before the Weightlifting Geek. And his second channel, I have to remember the name of it, pardon me while I trip over myself figuring that out. We're going to get to it when we look at the Weightlifting Geek. It's an ASMR channel, and I will know at any moment. I'm overwhelmed by the beginning of the chat. That's my excuse for today. Warmstrong Adventures just got a membership as well. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And what that means now is, as a member, you'll be added to the wheel every day that you're here in the chat as soon as I see you. And I'm putting you on the wheel right now for that reason. And that will carry on daily or every stream that you can make. I know we've got a lot more channels in the chat. Hope Bus, good to see you in the house. I wonder if there's an opportunity I might be able to make it up to Niagara on the Lake tomorrow. We've got to head by our favorite coffee shop, which actually Kristen did a video of last week, so that we can pick up some coffee. It's my father's favorite thing right now. And our Hope Bus is out there as a neighbor, just about 20 minutes from us. I'd love to be able to come by if you're going to be around. I wonder if we can reach out to each other on another social network if you have one. Forgive me for not remembering, or an email if you don't mind. The Stock Explorer's in the house as well. The Peace and Love family also has a membership here. They are one of our newest members. I'm just going to get them onto the wheel right away. And I see the BC Family Dispatchers in the house. Skinner Farms is here. Miner Zach123, it's great to see you. I know it's been a little while, but it's always good to have you in the house. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is here. We have a couple of brand new channels. Lonnie Lachelle, Living and Learning. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I'd love to be able to pronounce that properly for you. Jeremy D-Day is JD Knight 7 with a second channel. Homestead Where You Are, I think you've been with us once before, but forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Facing Reality is a long time friend that comes to us from Jamaica. She recently crossed her 1,000 subscribers. David Collier Camping is in the house, and then our Andy from Ace Flaw 1 is here. I always remember Andy. He's been with me from the beginning. He's been with TuberChat since we started. Forgive me if I'm missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Stock Explorer, I think I just said hello. So if you've mentioned anything that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and try to catch it the next time around. I am always very much behind when we first get started, especially on a busy Friday night like this. It's Friday night for me in the Eastern time zone, so that after a little while, things will calm down a little bit. Me515 is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then again, we're looking at our featured channel for today, and we feature a different channel every single day on TuberChat. Again, we have for a few weeks now. And Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is Jennifer Ainger, who's been with TuberChat for several months now and brings us a lot of outdoor fun, but a lot of variety on this channel as well. So I hope everybody will connect with them. They actually hang out with us every day on our copyright-free music channel. For those of you who haven't seen it already, all the same music that you hear in the background of TuberChat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a separate channel for that, and later tonight we'll go have a look at that after TuberChat. You can continue meeting more friends and family members over there virtually 24/7, and there's link drops over there, which I know everybody likes as well. So the first channel that we're going to look at is the Gaming Ham, who dropped a super chat on us. And here on TuberChat, the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. In the case of super chatters, we put them on the screen right away. In the case of members, we put them on the wheel right away. But it is open to everybody. And as we work the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, we will add some more from our chat list. Kristen Walton is in the house. That's my love. She's here as a member and a moderator. And then as well, Edna's World is here. She recently crossed 10,000 subscribers. She's been at it for, if I'm right, 6 years. Is it 6 years or 7 years? And she is inspirational to my dear friend Vern's Junk Closet, who hopefully is going to come for a visit to Canada someday this summer. Tay Eats, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So the Gaming Ham is an interesting name for a channel because this creator does a lot of video gameplay, therefore the gaming, of course, but they're also an advocate for the amateur radio community, which is very well known as ham radio. So the name The Gaming Ham suggests that this creator might be talking ham radio while they're playing video games at times, which is really, really cool. But they've been with Superchat for quite some time now. They gave us a super chat, so we put their channel up first, and they've done that countless times, so I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Day One Adventures is in the house, and I'm just going to get them onto the wheel as well because they happen to also be a member. We always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. The Gaming Ham now is getting close to 200 subscribers with only 6 to go, so I hope everybody will connect them with them if they haven't already. Forgive me, Homestead, where you are. I was confused as to whether we connected outside or whether you've actually been to a Tuber Chat stream before, but it's great to have you here for the first time, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. And like I said, we have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow our instructions that are always in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Next up is the Weightlifting Geek. They actually have 2 channels, and forgive me, he recently changed the name of the channel. Now I don't feel so bad. That's why I couldn't remember for a quick second. The Geek Griller ASMR is there. I think I called that the Greek Griller ASMR last week, so forgive me for that, but it's the Geek Griller ASMR, who comes to us from the Weightlifting Geek, and this creator actually has memberships with 2 different channels, which is overly generous. Prince Daniel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We've actually run into each other many times before because they are an incredibly supportive creator, but it's great to see you here. Eerie Frog, it's good to have you in the house as well. That's another creator who spreads a lot of positivity through the chat. Laughing with Michelle and Ian, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, we're looking at the Weightlifting Geek right now. The Color Drop, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then, yeah, hopefully you are doing what you need to feel better, the Gaming Ham, but thank you again for coming in. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. The Weightlifting Geek wants to motivate us with fitness more than anything else. There are a lot of weightlifting videos on this channel, but you'll also see a lot of these vlogs, 60 of them now, as we can see. I'm just going to take the latest one and put it in my catch-up list, actually, because I can see I'm behind with this creator. But the Weightlifting Geek is always wanting to motivate and inspire other creators, so hopefully you'll get that when you get over to this channel. They are bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams, so all 3 types of content on this channel. And then as well, we're going to look at the Geek Griller ASMR. This is a second channel that's recently been started by this same creator. 43 subscribers here. We'd love to encourage them and get them rolling towards the halfway mark on that first 100. We know that the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we possibly can for each other, everybody's growing. We see channels hitting milestones, getting monetized, and things like that all the time. So, for those of you wondering, it is a double monster day, but I have a feeling those are going to actually be cease and desist sometime very soon for me. So we'll see about that. In the meantime, yes, I am bouncing off the walls, and there was a coffee in between those 2 monsters as well, so that will explain. Talk with Tori, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And boy, is it a hot one here too. Here in, I'm close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada, just about an hour and a half away from Toronto. We're not used to extremely hot weather without it bothering us extremely. And we had some rainstorms yesterday. There was hail, probably the size of a chickpea, so nothing to, bat an eye at. But it was something else. And the humidity makes it just unbelievable and almost unbearable. So my glasses are literally sliding off my face here. But hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. Oh, Rambling with the Brums. Forgive me, I must have missed your super chat. Thank you to Scratch and PPA for catching that. We've actually got his channel coming up right now. So we'll look at what Scratch and PPA has got going on his channel. But Scott from Rambling with the Brums, forgive me for missing that. He is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, as you can tell, happens to be a fellow Canadian, but I miss a lot during the beginning of the stream. I didn't mean to miss that. It's actually so far along now that I can't get back to it in the chat either, so forgive me for that, Scott. I know he will. He's a great guy who likes to help a lot of creators, including Superchat. So, Scratch and Pete PA has 1,150 subscribers right now. So getting close to that 1,200. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther today. Now on this channel, you can see that he is part of the lottery ticket scratching genre and community of channels. But this creator here in the Tuberchat family is a shining jewel. He is so much more than a dedicated and beloved moderator. He's a dear friend to me. All of our moderators are dear friends to each other. But he is, extremely supportive of other creators. This is somebody who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive. And I'll describe what results from the overwhelming support that he gives to other creators, but he's also built up an incredible reputation as a moderator on hundreds of channels. I actually was in a live chat the other day, I forget where it was, and I saw that he wasn't a moderator on that channel, and I'm like, this must be like the only one on YouTube. But Scratch and PPA has been with Tuberchat for a very long time. He has probably well exceeded, well, he's coming close to probably 400 Tuberchat live streams. Now, this is a creator who also understands consistency from the beginning. You can see that his thumbnails, his banner, his avatar have all matched. He put out a few videos to give us a bit of a warm-up towards his Scratch Challenge series, which has gone on now for over 70 episodes. And hopefully you'll head to this channel and see what I'm talking about. This is an interactive series of videos, and what I mean by that is you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. But as well, he always premieres on Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. And what you're going to find if you can join us for one of these premieres is one of the fastest rolling chats that you've ever seen on YouTube. Faster than Tuberchat, faster than most others. The reason for that is because of the overwhelming support that he gives to others. That's what I believe. And it all comes rushing back in a flood of support to him within a 10 to 15 minute window during these premieres. Some of us literally have alarms set on our phones for Scratch and PPA's premieres, and a couple of us actually text each other to make sure that we don't miss any of his premieres if we can avoid it. So you can tell the kind of impact that this creator is having on others as well. You can probably take inspiration, first of all, from his consistency, his presentation, and not to mention his ability to marry in the outside social networks to bring fun and interactivity into his series, if that makes sense. So I hope you'll check that out, anybody who hasn't already connected with him. As well, I will mention one more thing. We talk about swapping playlists, and I know I haven't mentioned it today. I'm going to mention it in a moment, but if anybody has the time to run a playlist this week, Scratch and Pete PA has an all Scratch and Pete playlist right here. It takes about 16-17 hours to run, but we will all consider it a favor as this is an extremely generous creator and we want to see them monetized ASAP. Now, I noticed that Homestead Where You Are has just dropped a generous super chat, and I really do appreciate that. Now, I'm going to put your channel up next, right after Rambling with the Brums, who also is another fellow Canadian. So is Scratch and PPA, as a matter of fact. He's actually a neighbor in Toronto, close to me, only about an hour and a half away. So, Homestead, where you are, thank you for the kind words. And again, hopefully you're feeling welcome today. We're going to look at your channel in another second. So, Scott from Rambling with the Brums, forgive me again for skipping over your super chat. Metrosonic is in the house. They're a 15-year veteran of YouTube. And then as well, Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. is here. That is another creator who comes to us, I like to say, from the homesteading community of channels, because they talk about self-sufficiency and being self-supportive, right? Not to mention defense and firearms and things like that. So there's a lot on that channel as well. I'm still getting to know their content. Now, Scott with Rambling with the Brums has built up an incredible reputation as a supporter as well as a moderator. And one of the things that you'll notice about Scott when you get to this channel, he is constantly trying to help other channels hit milestones of all kinds. He's got a couple of series of live streams, usually Fellowship Saturdays and Procrastination Thursdays, that I talked about at the beginning of the stream. I am always happy to make it to visit him when I can. I also notice another fellow Canadian is in the house, The Gathering Within. And a lot of these creators, I put a lot of focus on the support that they give. A lot of these creators support on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. I think everyone we've seen so far today. The Gathering Within has been giving us a lot of support on the music channel, as has Jennifer Ainger lately. Team Goodman, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They are a long-time supportive couple of creators, actually. And forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. Now, I did say I was going to talk about playlists. So, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If anybody would like me to clarify what on earth I'm talking about when I mention swapping playlists, I'll be happy to go over it. Nita VR Designs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Rambling with the Brums is on the road to 900 right now. We've watched this channel grow fairly rapidly, and I believe that's because of the overwhelming comes with Scott and Rambling with the Brums on this homesteading channel in a many different forms. And a video of Tuber Chat, which I hope everybody will check out on our front page, but they've done that with Rambling with the Brums several times, and I can't help but laugh when I think about these things. We've got another new channel in the chat. Let me see if I can catch it here. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Rambling with the Brums dropped a super chat on us. I missed it, but Scratch and PPA luckily caught it. So we've got Rambling with the Brums up right now, and next up is Homestead Where You Are. Pardon me for a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully we're still there. Kristen's telling me that there is a maybe trouble with the internet, so we'll see. But I did reset everything before we started today, so hopefully we'll hold it together. We'll act as if we do lose the stream due to an internet connection, I will start over one time. And we do that so that everybody doesn't have to, spend the whole night waiting and wondering and things like that. We do that if we lose it within the first hour and a half. Luckily, it doesn't happen often, but we'll hold it together if we can. So Homestead Where You Are is here for the first time, and hopefully everybody will connect with them and give them a warm welcome here into the Tuber Chat family. They've got 519 subscribers. They're already halfway on the road towards their 1K, but I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther today. And I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of their their videos. And I usually look for something around 10 minutes, and I'll just take their latest one, Fruit Tree Madness video, and I'll add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give them a thumbs up, as well as subscribe and put the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they're subscribed to Superchat as well and have our notification bell on so they don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Charlene Heel is in the house. If there's anybody watching right now that can't get into the chat, just please let me know. We've had a little bit of that going on again in the last couple of weeks. It's called shadow banning, and it's not that you're blocked or banned on the channel or anything like that. It's something that is somewhat of a YouTube glitch. It's quite common actually, and it can usually be solved by adding a creator into the approved users. But if anybody's having that problem right now, I know Andre Southgate might be experiencing that, then please reset your device, whether it's a phone, a tablet, or a computer. I also find that resetting the whole device usually helps. If not, we'll see what we can do about you getting in here. And forgive me, Scratch and PPA let me know about that about a half an hour ago, but I didn't check the message, so I'm just seeing it now. Yeah, Hilda DC knows what I'm talking about. It happens, it's something that was common. Now, Homestead Where You Are is brand new to Superchat, but they dropped a generous Super Chat on us, and they actually took over our Stream Boss position. What I'm talking about is that video game life meter under my camera there. Every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss, and whoever knocks them out and takes over gets a little bit of extra exposure for a little while. So that's Homestead Where You Are for now. Thank you for that extra generosity. I Am Betty J Gathers is coming up right now. She's an advocate for helping us get literally hundreds of thumbs up. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to make that happen, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate that greatly. I also see that Lori's Tech Time is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'm putting them on the wheel right away. And I'm going to try to start moving a little bit faster through channels now that we've been on for half an hour already. We still got about 2 hours to go. We're not in any rush today. So I Am Betty J Gathers is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation, both on her channel and everywhere she goes. She's got 329 subscribers right now. Ace Eats, good to see you here. I think you might have been here for a little while. Forgive me if I didn't welcome you earlier. And I thought that there was another channel here, Tay Eats. Yeah, I hope I welcomed you earlier, but I have seen you here for a little while, so thank you for being here. I Am Betty J Gathers is working on 400 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And what she is doing more than anything lately are videos like this where she's talking about intermittent fasting. Now, it's been a while since I caught her on a live stream, but I managed to catch this one again. And I Am Betty J Gathers is another person who wants to help others grow. You'll meet more friends and family members when you're over there. And then as well, she mixes up the variety on her channel as well. But she's extremely energetic and incredibly dynamic host, as you can see. So I hope everybody will head over there and visit I Am Betty J Gather. She happens to be a member here, so of course she was put on the wheel as soon as I saw her in the chat today, which was right from the beginning, as usual. Talk with Tori will be the next channel that we look at right now. Actually, they just dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. And George Lee, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Oh, is Sam's Logs Trainsmore on his way out? Yeah, thank you very much. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is over in the UK, and you know these streams start long after midnight for them. So I really do appreciate every moment that anybody can spend at all. But Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is here as a member and a moderator. We will look at his channel when it's time, quickly. And he'll likely be back with us tomorrow. So Talk with Tori is sitting right at 199 subscribers right now, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even up and over the 200 that they're thinking about right now. Whenever we hit a milestone, we want to aim a little bit higher. Like in Talk with Tori's case, I would aim for 205, 210 if possible. And I know that's easy to say, harder to do, but if you keep working it, keep meeting more creators, you know what I mean? Of course, the right way, make sure those connections stick. What that will do is help have the creator not slide back under that milestone. And then George Lee, thank you for that super chat. I'm not really sure whether you have a legitimate channel or not based on that message, but we'll have a quick look. And thank you for that, and then I'll see if I need to address that. Tuber Chat's a specific thing where it's a lot of creators. Everybody here has a channel. They're interested in supporting each other over the long term. So our instructions are always in our video description, and anybody can have a quick look over there and see if that's something that they'd like for their channel. But I can see that this is actually not, so that's okay. We'll handle this. And it just takes a quick second. And we'll catch up in a quick second. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Oh, and then, yeah, so the Peace and Love family, we've been at this for a long time, right? We're well over 2 years now. We're on episode number 419. So most of the creators here, anybody who's been here more than a couple of times, knows to, you know, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. But that, of course, goes for everybody as well. So you'll notice that when I put channels on the screen, they are always subscribed. Everybody who's been here before. The reason why is because I follow that same procedure when I'm outside. So I meet a lot of creators here in Tuber Chat for the first time, like for instance Generational Homestead just came in. I'm going to welcome them in a second, but I meet a lot of creators outside as well when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams. I always follow that procedure to a T. Nobody ever loses Tuber Chat. It is extremely rare, and we've seen that here time and time again. So the idea is, I vowed when I started Tuber Chat in the first place over 2 years ago, was to always be willing to help new people coming into the system. For some people visiting Tuber Chat, it's the first growth stream they're ever seen, right? Not everybody's used to the whole like bananas and dancing and baking with each other and giving gifts and leaving packages and all that stuff, and it takes a moment or two for a lot of creators, especially if this is the first time seeing it. So again, I just hope everybody will have patience with each other. If you do notice somebody that's not connecting, you can reach out to me on Instagram. I'm there all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time, to let me know, and I can discreetly reach out to individual creators to let them know they got to step up their game. Now, if you find yourself going back to creators that you've connected with here and find that you're not subscribed, then that means you need to step it up as well, and that means going a little bit farther than what I talk about. I bring you the minimums that we know have worked for the last several years, but you're free to always do more, of course. When I say a 3-minute video, you can watch a 4, 5, 6, or 7-minute video. You can always watch more than one, put a few in a playlist, and I recommend at least 3 or 4 sentences when leaving a comment. So Generational Homestead, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that I keep talking about in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Thank you, The Gathering Within. That's Jennifer for sending a highlighted milestone message, and those are available on any channel where you are a member if they are enabled. And what that does is fly through the chat similar to a super chat, but they're colored green for the members, of course, and you get one of those when you are a member at no extra charge, which is kind of cool. So the next channel that we're going to look at, pardon me while I try to catch up with what we're doing. Rock Chick Beauty actually sent a super chat. Let me get her channel up here. I can see I'm falling behind again. And Woman Outdoors has dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that. Oh, for coffee. I don't actually have a coffee on me today, but I did earlier. So thank you for that, but I will get a coffee tomorrow for that. I'm trying to switch to coffee instead of the energy drinks that I drink for breakfast every day. So thank you for that. Rock Truth Beauty is up right now, but Woman Outdoors will be next. And then The Gathering Within, thank you for that generous super chat. I really do appreciate that. You have all knocked quite a bit of life off of our new stream boss, so thank you for that. So, TWTTV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Makeup Mom and Son, I've got you on the wheel. I should talk just the smallest bit more about what we mean when we're connecting. Now, Rock Chick Beauty is another creator who's been at this for a long time as well. When connecting with creators, I'll tell you exactly how I do it when I'm outside. So for those of you who live stream or run premieres, when I'm in your channel, usually what will happen is I don't fish. I don't actively reach out to try to find new people because Superchat itself gets enough. You could understand. We've been here for a couple years now. But if somebody does reach out and say, hey, Superchat got you, or visiting your house, or been to your place, or let's bake, or let's dance, or all the silly things we say, then I will instantly go to their channel right away. I don't wait at all. And then I go to their channel, I watch a video that's at least 3 minutes long. Now, you'll see my comments all over YouTube, so of course you'll notice that that's the case. And I usually say something similar, like, you know, nice to be introduced to your content, keep up the good work, looking forward to more from you, and things like that. You all know because I've done it for you as well. But when I do it outside of TuberChat, it's usually a 3, 4, or 5 minute video, not longer, unless I have to. But if I can find something that's 3 minutes and 1 second, I use that too, and it works every time. So the reason why I put that focus is just to let you know all the same things we talk about here are what I'm doing when I'm out in the YouTube streets. And you see when I continuously put channels on the screen that they're subscribed. So, just to clarify. So Rock Chick Beauty has been a dear friend to TuberChat for a very long time, almost 2 years as a matter of fact. And this creator reset and restarted their channel just under 1.5 years ago. And they're already back at 800 subscribers, or getting very close. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to that milestone. Klastic TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I've got you on our Wheel of Doom. And then Rock Chick Beauty is an interesting channel. This creator puts a lot of focus on presentation, and that means the banner, the thumbnails, the avatar. She often changes the channel up, especially for special occasions and things like that. But you'll notice that she does a different thumbnail for every video on the channel. But she puts a lot of work into each of these, which I think is a great idea, because when you think about the time it takes to get into making a video, filming, editing, or however you put them together, It's a shame not to spend another 15 minutes or half an hour working on a thumbnail or a title that can really have some kind of impact. So this is where Rock Chick Beauty puts a lot of focus. I'm just going to take their latest video, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. She dropped a super chat on us, so we looked at this channel right away. She's bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams. So all three types of content from this creator as well. Geeky Girls Journal, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment. If you did, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I know today's been quite a busy chat again. You know, we're always busy on Superchat. I'm very thankful for that. But on Fridays, especially because it's been a few days, we are very consistent about the time on Friday, and I think that leads to an overwhelming beginning. But I'm going to try to speed it up. We'll start moving through channels. Woman Outdoors dropped another super chat on us as well. They've done that many times before, and I really do appreciate that extra support. Now, they happen to be a member, and I'm going to make sure I get a coffee on Woman Outdoors for tomorrow. But I really do appreciate that. Now, this is a creator who I often was fitting into the homesteading community of channels. And I think that happened because we got this influx of a lot of creators in that genre and category. And what I find from a lot of creators behind a lot of these channels is a lot of generosity, and most of these creators are helping each other with milestones, watch hours, and things like that. Every time I show up in one of these channels, it seems that they're collaborating with each other, and Woman Outdoors is incredibly supportive. I run into them constantly supporting others. Now, this channel actually brings us a lot of outdoor adventure, camping, exploring, fishing, even outdoor cooking, as they say, and even more variety. Now, they're bringing us a lot of shorts as well as live streams. So there's all 3 types of content on this channel. Woman Outdoors is here with us just about every single day. I think it is actually every single day. Mrs. VSNC09 is in the house. I've got them on the wheel as well because they happen to be a member. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. Vibes with the Thompson family. It's good to see you here. And Hope Bus is still in the house. Kelly and Tammy's Journey, good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming in. And thank you, Scratch and PPA, for letting me know about Andre Southgate. I will make sure, I'm going to make a note of that right now. I have a message in our video description talking about if channels can't chat, but I probably should do something a little bit more, maybe get Nightbot or one of the robots saying something in the chat, because it's been happening for a week or two again. So, Woman Outdoors, thank you one more time for your extra generosity. I really do appreciate that. The Gathering Within is somebody I've actually not only been lucky to have spending a lot of time with us lately, both here on Superchat as usual, but also in our music channel. But I've also run into the Gathering Within being extremely supportive, going over and above with other channels as well. Now, they're a previously featured channel on Superchat. They've actually been a friend for a long time. They are a fellow Canadian. And I've talked about this channel several times, and I tend to get into the same speeches when I get to these channels. So the biggest thing I can say about Jennifer is the overwhelming support that I've seen, you know, even lately, like after all this time. I can't even remember how long it's been that the Gathering Within has been with Superchat. We've been connected for a very long time, but I run into them constantly supporting others, but they spend time on our music channel. They're here with us in Superchat just about every single day. This channel wants to bring us a unique bit of content, and we have a lot of channels even here in the Superchat family that bring us relaxing content. They mix up the visuals and audio so that we have something different to see all the time, but the Gathering Within also brings us positive affirmations along with the pleasing visuals and audio, so it brings a little bit of uniqueness to their channel. But as well, I recommend this as something that people might consider connecting to as a utility channel. You know, like as something to maybe give you a positive start to the day, or a positive pick-me-up in the middle of the day, or something like that. Even something that you might be able to run a playlist, you know, throw something on, even if you were doing something in the background, just for a lot of positivity and calming type of content. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully everybody will check out The Gathering Within. As you can see, they are an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. The Stock Explorers getting themselves in trouble with Hilda DC, I can see.